Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, or if you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Lay, and y'all, it's just something that I want to discuss with you as I'm laying in bed, cramping. I'm like, we haven't heard anything really new from Always Bratz. Now, I know, they just came out and people are still getting them. Some people haven't even gotten them yet, but like, I need to know what's going on, okay? Like, respectfully, MJ, Isaac. And I know most of you might be saying, like, Lay, calm down. Don't worry. You gotta be patient, girl.
Told you London's a flake. She's not even here.
I can't believe this.
Oh, pretty princess. She's only 5 minutes late. Give her a chance.
I just want to talk about it and, funny enough, see if anything that I say does come true within the months or years to come. Now, y'all, I just want to make this perfectly forever diamond clear that this is all just speculation. None of it is factual. It's just some thoughts that I have in my head that I want to share with my fellow Bratz lovers, So let's go ahead and get started. Now, before we get into Always Bratz, we got to remember there was a show before that, the Talking Bratz TikTok series. And they shared a little snippet of what was to come on June 28th, 2021, showing the girls in their graduation outfits and a few other characters. And I don't know about y'all, but I was super, super hyped for it. Like, I really couldn't wait to see it. And what they were going to do with the girls and how they were going to tell their stories now as they are adults. And on July 1st, 2021, they premiered the very first episode on TikTok. What I especially love about Talking Bratz is that Felicia is the host of the show, which is so nice because she was never in the original Bratz TV series. So we don't really know much about her other than her two dolls that came out in the early 2000s. And her dolls have become very sought after and very popular. So it was really nice to see her shine in the media for a change. Also, which was really cute, was that she got to interview some Bratz characters. So she got to interview old school characters like Chloe and Dylan, while she also got to interview the GCDS collab creator, which I thought was really a fun way to, market those dolls and promote them. Now, the series didn't last very long. I believe they only produced about 5 episodes, and the episodes ran for about a minute long. Now, I get it, the Bratz fan base, the majority of us, we are all adults. Some of us have children, we have jobs, and we have other things to do. So I get why they didn't do, a full 30-minute series, totally understand that. And, after a while, Talking Bratz, it kind of fell off. But luckily, they hadn't forgot about us. They knew that we wanted a TV show, following the girls into their adulthood. And that's where Always Bratz comes in. On September 15th, 2023, we got the Always Bratz TikTok series. Now, this series was way more steady than the Talking Bratz one. This one had 13 episodes, which ran about 2 minutes long. The difference is, though, this series actually had a cute little storyline. So the girls were very much out of high school, and they were all still very much best friends. And finally, Chloe and Cameron just got together. Like, after all them years, they finally just got together. And it's really cute because the girls are trying to pitch a TV show, which I love, which is probably happening in real life. And that is the storyline, alongside Chloe meddling into her friends' love lives and trying to get them to get partners of their own so they can all quadruple date. Now, I really love this series. I thought it was so cute. I wish it was longer, but again, I'm not complaining. We got a storyline, and I feel like it was very much well received. Hopefully there is a season 2 in the mix happening. That's what I'm really hoping for. And that's exactly why we're here today, to discuss just that. What is Always Bratz up to, and what is their next move? So, of course, I headed over to TikTok, to do a little digging and see if I could find any hints of what might be, coming up next. And, it was just the typical stuff that they normally do. They're promoting the Always Bratz. They're promoting the Bratz Babies reproductions that just came out. They're also promoting the, Series 3 minis, as well as sharing videos of, them turning celebrities into Bratz figures, or they're copying scenes from a movie or from a show, and making it, Bratzified, or even like sharing funny memes from like the old Bratz games. So nothing out of the ordinary. However, I did stumble across a video of the girls dancing in their Fashion Pixies looks, and I'm just like, are you trying to see how popular Fashion Pixies would be if y'all, release that? And like looking at the video, it's their actual outfits that they wore in the movie. And as y'all know, the dolls that were released, they just weren't it. They didn't look nothing like that. So, I'm like, Pixies? Yes, please. And then I, of course, headed over to Instagram. And I didn't really find anything on there. It was the exact same thing of, what they had on TikTok, until I went to the Bratz Instagram stories. And on their story, it said, our top 10 fave fanfiction stories starts now. So I'm guessing people, entered their favorite fanfiction stories, and Bratz chose the top 10. Very intriguing. It's a good way to get ideas for a show, wouldn't you think? And I mean, let's be real. I think it's smart because, if a lot of people have the same idea of where they would like to see the Bratz go, I think it would be a cool idea to take some of that, and spin it into a really good story, because I mean, the girls, they're all of age now, so there's so many different possibilities. We know that they're business women. They've been doing it since they were teenagers, running their own magazine business, so we already know that aspect. But it would be nice to see, like, especially here, like Sasha and Jade, like, have some love interest. Like, I know Jade dated a little bit in the TV series, and Sasha had a cruise, in the Paris 3-part series. But, like, Chloe's the only one established to have, like, a partner. And Yasmin and Eaton, they kind of, went back and forth. But, it would be really cool to see the girls start dating and do other things besides, always work, which, is not a bad thing. But I love when the girls just live and have fun, so just that little slice of life, a little bit of drama here and there, I love to see it. Now, as much as I love to see it, one thing does worry me. Again, the target audience. So we know that Bratz are catering to us adults, us in our mid-20s to our early 30s. Like, we are the target for the show, at least. Now, for the dolls, it's something different. And the thing that worries me, that is like constantly on my mind, is that the show and the dolls share the same name, Always Bratz. Or it can just be an overall thing like Bratz. You know what I mean? Like, when you hear Bratz, you can think of the 2001 line. You can think of the, 2015 line. You can think of the 2018 collector dolls. Like, it's just generally Bratz. But my concern is that, I don't know how quote-unquote adult the TV series is going to be, or to continue to be. Obviously, they're all probably going to start dating and, go online and start dating. And, with the dolls being so new, I'm just so afraid that the show will, I guess I could say ruin it for the dolls. Now, I know that sounds really bad, but you know how people are, how people talk, and Bratz is no stranger to controversy. They've been in it, their entire lives. So it's just something that I'm really worried about. Like, I want the show to be so good and like really for adults, kind of similar to like when Lizzie McGuire, the actress Hilary Duff, she wanted to make a Lizzie McGuire show, but for adults. And Disney was like, no, that's too adult. And she was like, okay, bye. So I just don't want that to happen to the Bratz, where the Always dolls are selling really, really well amongst children. And like, you know what? Since the kids like the dolls, we got to scale back the TV series and, put them back in high school. I just do not want that to happen. And that's kind of like what I'm worried about happening. Now, I know y'all probably like, Lay, you're reaching. You got to chill out, girl. Like, give them time. And I know we got to give them time. But, something has appeared that could basically rock the Always Bratz world. Maybe not too negatively, but in the way where the idea for the brand might shift and cater more to smaller children again. Like, if it's 14 and plus, I don't think it's so bad. But I'm just afraid that this new competitor, quote unquote, who is going to be soon emerging, just might have the girls scale back a little bit. Here we go. Entering the Barbie Dream Besties. Aww. Shit. Mattel, I do love when companies compete, but it's like, damn, like, come on, y'all. Like, this is like blatantly copy paste. Now, the photos were released, I don't know when. I'm not going to do too much talking about these dolls, but the Barbie Dream Besties are set to come out sometime soon with 4 characters. From left to right, we have Barbie Brooklyn, and then we have Barbie Malibu, and then we have Teresa, and the other girl, what's her name? Starts with the R. It should have been Raquel, but it's something else. Anyways, of course, they're diverse. You have a black doll, white doll, Hispanic doll, and an Asian themed doll. So, it's a cute idea, but we know why they're here. These dolls, they aren't horrible. I'm not really feeling Teresa's face. She's my least favorite. But, I get why they exist, why they're here. My thing is, Barbie is very heavily targeted towards the younger demographic. So I want to see just how edgy the Barbie Dream Besties can get. Now, I'm pretty sure they're going to have a YouTube series or a TikTok series. I don't know. But I'm really, intrigued to see just how edgy these dolls are going to be. And knowing Isaac, he is not going to stand for it. He is going to fight with all of his might. And the thing is, it's like, if the younger demographic and a bit of the older demographic, like let's say up to 14, if they do prefer the Barbie, Dream Team dolls, does that mean Bratz is going to scale down a little bit? Does that mean they're going to rebrand their entire TikTok series to cater towards teenagers and maybe younger kids? Who knows? I don't know. So that's the thing I'm thinking about. But also, could they go the route of, let's say, Monster High? Now, we know Monster High has made a comeback with their G3. Some fans like it, some fans don't. They do appear to cater more towards younger kids, the younger demographic. However, they recently did a core refresh where the dolls have darker makeup, which I think they do look a lot better. So that means they still want to capture the adult audience. But not only that, Monster High has the, what they call it? Skelectors. Yeah, I was going to say Pre-Production. They have the Skelectors line, where those dolls are primarily and usually only catered to adults, which I think is really, really cool. So I'm just wondering which direction the Bratz will take. As much as I want the Bratz to be popular again with kids, because I know in the toy industry, the kids are the demographic, but they do acknowledge that a lot of adult collectors nowadays, we collect dolls, we collect toys. It's just something we like and something that we do. And, you do want to cater to all the demographics. You don't want to forget about the kids, but you don't want to forget about the adults. And that's the one thing that I do like about Monster High, is that they don't make it too babyish, but it's still appropriate for kids, while some adults can still get into it. But they still have the Skelectors dolls that are just specifically for adults. So I like that they have both. Should Bratz do this? I have no idea. All I'm saying is they've come so far with the TikTok series. The girls are out of high school. They're going to start dating. I don't want them to go back on their word just to compete with Mattel again. Now, I know we do have some, adult collector dolls. We have the Kylie Jenner and Bratz collab. We have the Colt Gaia Bratz collab. We have the Jimmy Paul collab. GCDS, Moa Lola. So I'm not complaining about that at all. And while these dolls are very cool and very different, might I add, it's just something about a TV series where you can connect with the characters. And then when you get them as dolls, for me, it just means a lot more. I know some people don't care about the TV series. They just care about the dolls, or like vice versa. But I just feel like when you have a really good TV show and then you have dolls to represent the characters, I just think it gives it so much more love. Like, let's be real. Like, think of all the doll media that you've seen throughout your lifetime, whether it be from the past or from the present. Like, you can't say that there was a character you didn't really care for, but then when you saw like the show, like, oh my god, like they're just like me, so you went out and bought the doll. Like, come on, that's what marketing is. So it's like, I think that's why I'm just so worried about the direction that Always Bratz is gonna go in, due to like Mattel like being on their ass and trying to compete. So I know our girls, they've put up with a whole lot and they're gonna continue to thrive. I just don't want them to be intimidated by Mattel. And again, I love all doll brands. Like, there's no hate towards Mattel. Like, I love the competition, but I love where Always Bratz is going with the doll line, and as well as, the TV series. So I just hope they're able to stay on track and deliver where maybe the tweens can get into it and where the adults are happy. And I know I sound like that they owe me, which they don't, but I'm passionate about our girls, okay? And I want the damn TV series and some damn dolls. Alrighty, y'all, and that is the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know your thoughts and feelings down below in the comment section. Am I reaching? Am I impatient? I mean, let's be real, I know I'm both. But again, thank you all so much for your support. 600 subscribers, yay! I know I barely be on here, y'all, but it just means so much to me that y'all still stick around and, watch the stuff that I put out. So I really, truly appreciate all of you. I hope you have a super styling day or night wherever you are, and hope to see you real soon. Bye!